Hey guys, so as you can see, I got a pair of Crocs and I wanted to show you guys how to bedazzle them with some chunky rhinestones. So this is how they look right now. And then we are going to begin by filing it down because we want to make sure those rhinestones stay on. So I am only filing it down where I'm going to bedazzle. So I am also going to bedazzle the strap, and that's why you see me filing it down. So now that I'm done doing that step, I'm going to go ahead and wipe with some alcohol, making sure all that dust is gone. So for this pair of Crocs, I am going to be using E6000 glue with some glitter. I got purple, green, and blue because those are the colors of the Crocs. You can see that shoe is really light. So I wanted to add more color into it, and that's why I am adding the glitter. It is super fine glitter, by the way, to the glue. So I am also starting off with a small amount of glue, so it gives me enough time to work by section and gives me time to work on placing the rhinestones where I want them to be. So as you can see here, I did try to pour around the same amount of each color into the glue, and then I blended it all together, making sure that the glue and the glitter all blended in perfectly. So once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and apply the glue into my areas where I am going to be placing the rhinestones, and also the areas that I filed down specifically to bling out. Make sure wherever you're placing your glue, it is in one area at a time. Work by sections, that is also very important, and that your glue is spread out nice and evenly. So once you are done placing the glue where you want it to be, you can go over if you have any excess glue like I just did right there. Take it off with another toothpick, wipe it, then remove as you need to. So now I got my chunky acrylic rhinestones. These are the same ones I used on the phone case. If you guys did see that video, if you did not, I will link it on the right hand corner so you guys can check that out if you want to. So as you can see here, I did begin and start placing my rhinestones. One thing that is very important before you even start doing this is that you make sure when you are placing your rhinestones and where you are placing your rhinestones, they are nice and flat, or as flat as you can make them, because you don't want them lifting or falling off, okay? In this case, this shoe is for a toddler, so I have to be very careful because it's less space to work with. If you guys are blinging out a adult shoe, that could probably be much easier. As you can see here, I am not blinging out the areas where the shoe is more likely to bend as the child is walking. You see how I'm leaving it to the end? I am using the big chunky rhinestones, but there I'm going to be placing smaller ones because when it bends, I don't want them falling off. So that is something you have to take into consideration. Where you are going to be walking and creasing that shoe, and making sure that your rhinestones are not lifted, that they are as flat as they can be on the shoe. So as you can see here, I am almost about done with my first section of the shoe, and now I'm going to go in and fill in my gaps with smaller rhinestones. I want to fill the gaps as much as I can so it looks even better. Also, as you can see here, I did try to cover up the holes from the Crocs as much as I could. If I couldn't, that was fine too, but as you can see, I did get most of the coverage. So now I am working on the second section of the shoe. I already placed my mixed glue, the E6000 with the glitters. Look how beautiful it looks on the shoe. I mean, just the glue alone looks beautiful. but I am going in and adding more chunky rhinestones. So like I said, be careful with your creases, be careful that your rhinestones are not lifting and they are as flat as they can be. Also, make sure you are filling in your gaps. Try to cover the holes as much as you can. If you can't, that's fine too. You know, it's optional. As you can see there, I tried my best to cover up the holes. Right there, those two. But, I mean, sometimes it's just not gonna happen. But anyways, moving on, as you guys can see, I am just about done with this first shoe. Everything is getting filled in. All my gaps are getting filled. The rhinestones are placed where I want them to be, nice and flat. And now it's time to move on to the next shoe. Mixing my glitter and placing it on, and then going in with my rhinestones. My chunky, beautiful rhinestones. So this is the second shoe. I'm just about done. Make sure everything is nice and neat. Your rhinestones are not overlapping, not going over your edges, and filling your gaps. So there you go. We are done with the shoes. I do like to press on them just to make sure everything's double secure. And now I'm going to do the straps. Doing the same thing, making my mixture of glitter with the E6000 glue. It's already filed down. And I'm going to actually do a specific pattern for the straps on both shoes. Take off your excess glue if you need to, like I did right here. There you go. And it's like as nothing ever happened right there. So I am going in with some chunky rhinestones also, but they're a little bit smaller because obviously the strap is way smaller than the actual shoe and it gives you less space to work with. But it's still going to come out beautiful. So as you guys can see here, my strap is coming together. I did tell you guys I did the same exact pattern on the strap for both shoes. And on the actual strap, I did do the same pattern on both sides of the strap. As you guys can see there, I used some flowers, some circles, and some rectangles, and it came out beautiful. Look at that. So these are my final results, guys. Look how beautiful these Crocs came out with those chunky rhinestones. I love them. I hope you guys do too. I hope you learned something. Now you know how to bling out your chunky rhinestones Crocs. Look how beautiful they came out. I love them. So, like always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.